Hi, I'm Kate Rice. I'm a BCBA and a behavior consultant with Brett DiNovi Associates. The current BACB task list selects using prompts and prompt fading as skills that behavior analysts should be comfortable using. According to Cooper, Heron, and Heward, a prompt is a supplementary antecedent stimulus used to occasion a correct response in the presence of an SD that will eventually control the behavior. In layman's terms, a prompt is essentially a tool behavior analysts use to occasion the correct response so that the learner can access reinforcement and learn to perform a skill independently. Successfully teaching pigeons to make red, green, and vertical horizontal discrimination with minimal errors, Terrace's 1963 research initiated that stimulus control can be successfully transferred from prompts to the natural stimulus. This specific method of teaching is called errorless learning and requires prompts to be gradually and systematically faded out. Cividini, Moda, and Ahern note that prompt dependency is often referenced but little studied problem. Prompts and prompt fading are common teaching strategies used for producing discriminative repertoires with minimal errors. It's important that we understand how both to use prompts and how to successfully fade them out so that the learner acquires skills that can be used across natural contingencies. There are different techniques for how this can be done depending on the type of prompt being implemented, a response prompt or a stimulus prompt. Response prompts include verbal instructions, modeling, and physical guidance. And stimulus prompts include positional prompts and redundancy cues, like adding something to a stimulus. Cooper and colleagues teach us that stimulus control needs to be transferred from the prompt to the naturally existing stimulus, which will begin to evoke the response itself. We do this by using a fading procedure. According to Fillingham and colleagues, 2003, the transfer of stimulus control involves a process of gradually increasing the difficulty, which correlates with the increased opportunities for errors, which is an important reason to be systematic in how we fade our prompts. Fading procedures for response prompts include most to least prompts, physically guiding a learner through a response and reducing the amount of physical prompts. For example, moving from physical prompts to visual prompts or from visual prompts to verbal cues. Graduated guidance, shadowing a learner's hand and slowly increasing the distance of the shadow. Least to most prompts, involves a pre-selected time delay, say 3 seconds. If the learner doesn't emit the correct response at the target prompt level within the pre-selected time, the SD is represented and a more intrusive response prompt in the hierarchy will be delivered. And time delay. This involves delaying the presentation of a response prompt and increasing the time delay upon meeting criteria. Fading procedures for stimulus prompts use shaping, which involves adding an exaggerated component of a stimulus, like adding a bright color to the correct response or having the correct response a few inches closer to the learner and fading this out across trials and learner success. Examples look like stimulus fading using color, size, or position, stimulus shape transformation like superimposition or modifying a shape. Delivering effective prompts can help our learners acquire skills that will allow them to lead a more independent life. When choosing a prompt, it's important to also consider how that prompt will be faded out across trials and across sessions so that the learner is accessing reinforcement as well as natural contingencies. Again, I'm Kate Rice. I'm a BCBA with Brett DiNovi Associates. If you like what you learned, be sure to hit subscribe for more content to come. Thanks.